Hello everybody, today I'm going to cover how to shut the water off to your sprinkler system and drain the standing pipe in the event of a freeze or in preparation for winter. This is not a replacement for having your sprinkler system blown out, but it can prevent some damage to these exposed pieces when temperatures do reach freezing levels. So the first step is going to be to turn the water off inside the house. So here we are on the inside of the house where the water shutoff to the sprinkler system is. It's important to make sure you're shutting off the water just to the sprinkler system, not the water to the entire house. So we're at the water shutoff, and I'm going to turn the valve so that it goes across with the pipe to stop the water flow through the system. Now we head back outside to open the valves on the backflow and release the vacuum pressure. Now we're outside at the Backflow Preventer, and I'm going to turn all of the knobs to a 45-degree angle. We don't want it in line with the pipe, but we do not want it completely closed off. We want to allow for air to flow freely through the pipes, so there's room for expansion for any water that may remain in the line. You want to turn the valves on the test cock as well. Don't be alarmed, some water will come out of there. That's just the water remaining in the backflow. So that will drain out, and then we're going to go back inside and drain the water remaining in the standing pipe. Okay, back inside at the water shutoff, we're now going to release the bleed valve and drain the rest of the water that's remaining in this pipe. You will need a receptacle for this part of the process. I have here just a little container that I'm able to fit into this area and set underneath the bleed valve. All right, then I'm going to unscrew the bleed valve. You don't have to completely drop it down in there. The water drains faster if you do, but as you can see, water is now escaping out this valve. Let all the water come out of the pipe until it stops. Once that has stopped, put the bleed valve cap back on. Do not lose the bleed valve cap. All right, but it is important on this step to loosely place the bleed valve cap on the valve here, not tighten it all the way. If you tighten it all the way, again, there's no airflow, water's not able to escape that, and that will also help you determine if your shutoff valve is bad. If water continues to drip from this several minutes to an hour after blowing it out, then that means your shutoff is either not completely tightened or is going bad and not stopping the flow of water. This is the third step. The water did stop escaping through the bleed valve, so I have once again replaced the cover, and again, it's just loosely in place. It's not tightened up all the way, it's loose so that I can see if water is dripping. Keep an eye on that. Make sure you don't continue to see water after this step. Lastly, we're back outside at the Backflow Preventer, and now we want to insulate all of these above ground parts from exposure to the cold temperatures. You can wrap towels or heavy blankets over the backflow and then cover them with a tarp or a trash bag, or you can purchase one of these insulating pouches from your local hardware store, sprinkler supply store, or online. Any way you go about it, make sure you wrap up all of these cold parts. So now we have our insulation in place, and you need to make sure your timer is set to the off position so that it does not try to run while the water is off. That's how to turn the water off and drain the water in the standing pipe to your sprinklers.